Alrighty, well, I just sterilized my pruners and we are going to go ahead and show you, I believe this one we called Ant-Man. So I just gave it a good bath. If you're around here, this is Ant-Man. It's got the bulbous root down here. And so you can see she just got a bath, so she's nice and wet. She's got lots of extra leafage. We'll go around this way because the porch isn't going to hold her otherwise. If I start moving her, she'll probably fall. So there is Ant-Man. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay the phone down and show you how I prune it and what my plans are for it. Oh, there we go. See if we can get you. I got a popple on there, but I don't know if you'll be able to see this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna wire it. Here, let's zoom in so you can see this. All right, if you see, here's her trunk. This is a clipping that we've clipped before. She's nice and juicy because I just washed her. This here branch, I'm gonna keep this branch. I'm gonna pull it down and wire it, if the camera will focus. Wire this down and then wrap it around. It's very flexible yet. This one, we're gonna take these side shoots off, this one here, because if you can see how with multiple branches they get all bulbous. See how that's bulbous there? See there? That's all bulbous. So I'm going to clean that up, and this branch we're going to pull back, and so that'll be this guy here. We're going to pull this back. I'm actually going to keep this as the leader of this branch and probably lop that one off along with this one here, so then it's not so bulbous, because when you have 3 or more branches it starts to make it all bulged out, and you really don't want that. You want it to be a clean cut. We're going to also take off this little guy here. Then over here, this one, and what I'm going to do with her is I'm just going to bring her down and start to wrap her around as well, like so. And I'm going to make it so that it's like a hand. The branches just wrap around like a hand. And once it gets nice and thick and strong, then we're going to go ahead and, oh yeah, I'm also going to defoliate some of this. I'm going to take some of this leafage off and just give it this first couple of leaves, because as you can see, it's waking up everywhere. Nice new growthage. So we're gonna clean it up now, because this is a Tigers Bark Ficus. So when I clip it, it will have a rubber white sappy stuff that's extremely sticky, and it is actually rubber because this is a cousin to the rubber plant. So first I'm gonna lop a bunch of it off, and then I'm gonna grab my wire and show you how I wire it. Also, I'm gonna do the other one either today or tomorrow, and I'm hoping to be able to have some sort of a better setup so you guys can actually see this and see how I'm actually doing this. So first things first, we're going to come through here and take this little guy here off. See if I can get it really close to the branch. All right, and here you can see, maybe see the whiteness. that's the rubber sap. So it's already quite awake, so I need to do this now because spring is right around the corner and this video is probably going to be sideways. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not a pro, so I just kind of do what I can with what I got because I don't have a camera guy. I'm hoping to be able to get one of those sooner or later. So, and we're going to take this off, this here branch, and hopefully that doesn't sap too much. But we're just going to do this and clean it up, because then I'm going to come back through here and I'm going to wire this. And actually I need to do it this way so it's closer to the actual branch of the tree. Let me go ahead and spin this around here a little. See if I can't clean that piece there up. Alright. And then this is going to be my new leader. So I'm going to go ahead and really scared that she's going to fall off of here. We just got you on the porch railing, so we're kind of just winging it. I'll lop this off here. And I got this outside to do this so that all of the places where I actually clip it, the sap will start to dry before I take it back inside, so that way it doesn't draw any extra little critters. And you guys are going to really think I'm lopping the heck out of this, but I really ain't. And if you can see there, there's the sap. Yeah, see the sap right there? Alright. Now, most people do not put what I call a band-aid on the sap. I actually do. I take a piece of toilet paper, or sometimes I even just take a paper towel and dampen it and wrap it around the spot where I cut it, where the sap is coming out. And then what I do is I just leave it there. That's what I call the band-aid. It helps it stop bleeding or sapping. It keeps the bark and everything clean. It stops from drawing all kinds of parasites and unwanted pests. So now let's turn you around. Leftover 3 good sized branches. There you go. We'll walk down the stair here so you can see it from all angles. There you go. All right, now comes the fun part, the wiring. Now, I will tell you, I'm not following any of the bonsai rules as far as what I'm doing with this bonsai. I'm doing what is in my head that is going to look best for what I want it to turn out to look like. So this is not going to be a regular bonsai. It's going to be formed, it'll be a bonsai, but it's going to be pruned and wired to form different from any other bonsai you've ever seen. So let's get the handy dandy wire out and tools. I got this little piece of leftover wire. I don't know if we're going to use it or not, but I got that little piece. I like to reuse things and recycle things, so we'll see what's what. First thing we got to do is get out the tool to actually cut the wire, which is not that one. It is this one. Alright, so I don't know what that is. There's something icky on my tool case. Alright. And as you can tell, it's quite windy out here. And this is some generic jewelry wire that I got from Walmart. You can see I've been using quite a bit of it. So I am going to follow the bonsai rules as far as length and everything. But as far as the wiring, we don't really have enough branches to wire it properly. Oh, just drop that. Like a bonsai. So we're going to kind of just do it the way that I can to multiply that. I'm going to cut it right there. Wrap it. And I might be able to wrap it around the trunk. Actually, I will. So let's see, how much more can I do here? If I wrap this around the trunk, and then I'll need another piece. Okay. This is just some jewelry wire. So we're gonna use this because this is all the wire I got. So you make do with what you got, and this part will wrap practically the same length as the branch. Wrap it around the core and then extend it for this branch. So I'll clip it about here. Alrighty, and see what we can do. So the rule for wiring a tree or bonsai is, that's not gonna work, hang on, is you start, you put one wire on one branch and one wire on the other branch, and you're supposed to wrap it around the trunk for support and strength. And I guess I can't even focus. So that's what we'll see how that works. I'm gonna have to put this little guy under my phone so that it doesn't blow away. So let's see. Here's gonna be our front. Yeah, that's gonna be the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around the back. So we're gonna do let's do it here and bring it around and wrap it this way together. Sorry if you guys can't see this, to create the first branch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around here. Come down under this branch and just loosely wrap it, and then we will form it to the way I want it to start to bend and form. Alright, now that I'm getting up here, I'm going to show you how they recommend that you wrap your branches so that you don't damage them or knock any of the leaves off or any of that other fun stuff. So here we go. I'm just going to kind of tuck this guy in a little if I can. Alright. So here, let me see if it's discombobulation, guys. Okay, so here is the wrapping. You wrap it up and then you wrap it in between each of the leaves or potential next branches. And as you see, we'll get up here and you see it splits off and there's actually potential branches there. So that's where we got it. And I'll do the same thing. You see, I wrapped it around, braced it to the trunk, started up this branch, and now we'll continue that to the tip of this branch. I'm only one person and one-handed, so hang in there with me, guys. And you don't want to wrap your tree to where you're strangling it. You just want to wrap it so that it's got some stability and brace, so that it will form the way you want it to. I hope you guys can see some of this. I'll try to get a better perspective on the other, or a better angle on the other bonsai when I do that one. That one I think is, this one I think is Ant-Man, and the other one is Hitch Hiker. When we first separated them, they were one tree when I first got it. Ben bought it for me. And then I realized that when I went to repot it, because its roots were hanging out the pot everywhere, that's when I realized that it actually was more than one tree. It was two. So, and then as you see, I'm just going to bend this down and use this as it's forming, and spin her around quite a bit here so that it really starts to form. I am going to have to use a stronger wire, so I have to get some more wire, stronger, better wire, to really hold this down and start creating the form. And then this one, I'm really going to bend this one down here and have it also wrap. Let's see if you can get a view from here. And the sun's in the way now. Okay, yeah, so we're going to bring this guy down quite a bit and wrap it around. You see how I was forming it? So that it's going to do a circular thing and open up the center. We'll bring this one down and we'll wrap it sideways, circular that way. And then this one will come down so that this here will be the bottom of, this will be where the crystal sits. And then the branches will wrap around it, because I'm actually planning on putting a sphere in here and having it hold a beautiful sphere. So that's what we got, guys. So let's go ahead and, well, I guess I gotta wire this one. So let's use this scrap piece of wire and try and wire this one up just a hair. This one here is the one we're gonna work on now. And I'm gonna start down here and tuck this edge in so I don't cut myself. This one is gonna just wrappy. Whee. This one's a little looser, and we're gonna just use this on the main stem. So it's gonna come between that little branch, because we do want to have some leverage on it yet, so that we can continue to form it. There we go. All right, and then we're just gonna bring it down and start to really bend it around there. All right, so here, let's spin you. All right, see that? Now we've got more of a base, and you can see how this one wraps around here, this one wraps around here. I do need some more stability to bring this one down a ways. And there we go. So we're going to really have to get a better wire, or maybe a weight, to really pull that down where I want it while it's still quite flexible. And then it'll wrap around as well. So there's that part. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take off a couple of these leaves just to stimulate it to start growing. We're going to take off, I don't know if you can see this. There we go. There, we just cleaned this up, pruned it a bit. We're going to let that there go ahead and stay so that it still has some leaves to photosynthesize. I think we're going to do the same thing. Oh, I got sticky on me. Darn it. All right, so here's this one. So we're just going to take off a bunch of these leaves. And these are really easy to just pinch off. And you can see there it is sapping because it does have quite a bit of life already. But we want to really stimulate it to grow long. And I think we'll take off this one and this one. And of course I got this stray wire, but if I cut it then I won't be able to use it in the future. So we're just going to leave that. Alright, so there is, here we could do this one too. Yeah, see where this secondary branch is? We're just going to go ahead and take these couple of leaves here off. Take that one off. I'm going to go ahead and take this little baby leaf off. And I think we'll do this one too. And now you see we have an almost bare tree. But now that's going to stimulate it to grow like a weed. So this video was like really cattywampus and I'm really sorry. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this and it didn't make you too cattywampus and sideways. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe so that you can check out the other videos that I'm going to be doing along with everything I already have. Make sure you hit that little bell and share it with your friends and family. Anybody who might be interested in learning about the things that I'm doing. And thank you very much. And remember, you are someone, you do matter. Life is precious. I love you. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao now.